everyone, it's iTalk Apple. This video is about two photo editing apps for the iPad, Luminance and Snapseed. I like them both a lot, but they take different approaches to photo editing. Luminance is a lot more traditional. It's about sliders. You actually have sliders in the app. Snapseed does not have any sliders, but you can imagine that they're there. You'll see when you see the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks in advance for watching. The first app is Luminance. When you open the app, you're greeted with your photo library within the app. So these are pictures that I've edited, and we can open up the pictures and see how they look now. This picture's from the top of the Eiffel Tower. The next one, there's like a huge difference between the original image and the edited image, so I'll show you that. You can zoom into the image by double tapping, and you can drag it around to get a closer look. If you click on history, you can actually view all of your adjustments. So this is the original image, and this is the final image. So there's a huge difference, and I can actually go through the progression of like the filters and all of the little adjustments that I've made with the sliders. If I really like the edits I've made, I can actually copy the edits and paste them on another image later. And I can view the adjustments that I've made and still change them if I want to. To edit an image, click the plus button and you can take a photo or choose existing. I've got one in the library already, and we can scroll through all the presets that you can add onto the photo. So these are all pre-made filters, and so I can preview a couple of them. So we'll use Vibe, and if you tap on the Adjustments tab, this is where you can further edit the image. So these are the adjustments made by just that one filter, and I can edit those, but I can also add completely different filters. So for example, colors, we can change the hue, saturation, and lightness of specific colors in the image. So red, for example, if I change the saturation, it changes the red on the house. I can desaturate it if I want. You can change the hue completely and make a really crazy effect. So you can change the color of the house to like green or something. You can see sometimes that the sliders are a little hard to pick up because they're pretty small compared to the average size of a finger. So that's pretty much the only thing that I don't like about this app. We can change the tone curve, so like highlights and shadows, and this adds a lot of depth to the image. You can change the white balance, so you can make the image seem warmer or cooler. So I like the warmer look. This is what the cooler look looks like. And once you're done, you can share it. If you save it to your camera roll, you'll be able to access the edited image in the photo library on the iPad. And we can go back to the library now, and that's pretty much it for this app. Snapseed takes a really unique approach to editing photos, and it's easier to use with your finger compared with Luminance because it's all about moving your finger on the screen. So on the side of the screen, you'll find the different effects or edits that you can apply. So I'll select grunge, and you can change what part of the filter that you're adjusting by sliding your finger vertically on the image. So you can switch between saturation, style, contrast, and all these different options. So I've selected style, and now by sliding my finger horizontally across the screen, I can go through tons of different styles. And you'll see at the bottom the different styles. Now I'm adjusting the brightness. I can adjust the texture strength, and if you slide to the right, it's the maximum, and then the left is the minimum. And if you want, you can also use the shuffle button to apply random combinations of all these different styles and effects. And there's so many combinations that they're always pretty much going to be different, and this is a really nice way to add effects if you don't want to be sliding your finger. So I'll apply this effect by hitting the apply button, And after applying the effect, you can compare the original image with the edited image, and you can just see the difference. We can add a frame, and just like with the other effect, you can adjust different aspects of the frame. So I'm adjusting width, and then I can adjust offset. And there's different styles of frames to choose from. And you can also shuffle through them just like in the other effect. So I can hit the shuffle button multiple times and you'll see different variations of the frames. But by far the coolest effect, I think, is selective adjust, because this lets you adjust specific parts of the image. So you can add a point to the image and place it wherever you want. I'm just placing it pretty much in the middle here. And once you move it around, it actually zooms in, so you can see exactly where you're placing it. And so the little B represents brightness. So right now I'm adjusting the brightness of that spot of the image. I can drag up to adjust the contrast, and then we can change it to adjusting the saturation. So just to prove that it's only adjusting one specific part of the image, I'm going to add another point, and we'll put it on the left so you can just see the difference. So you can adjust, again, brightness, contrast, and saturation. So you can see that the left side looks a lot different from the middle. And I know that this doesn't really look good, but you can make it look nice if you actually try. So this app may be a little confusing at first, but tutorials do appear on the screen for the first few times you use it, and they're very easy to understand. And you can always revert your image if you don't like the changes that you've made. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite photo editing apps are for your iOS device. Also, if you have any video suggestions, leave them below. And I hope you're not too alarmed that I have not made a video in a month. I warned you in my most recent video that I'm in 11th grade and it's a pretty tough year filled with lots of homework and tests. So that's why I haven't made a video in a while. Hopefully I'll be able to make videos more often, but you can't really count on it. I can't promise you anything.